Hi there. Hope you're all well. My name is Terry. I just started my first year in university. I'm 18, about to go 19, and I go to Maynooth University in Ireland. I study computer science, maths, and business through marketing. The reason I wanted to start this channel was because I felt like there was a void to be filled on YouTube for great programming content. During my final exam, um, in secondary school, which is the Irish equivalent to the A levels in England or the SATs in America, and all through school, really, I was seriously into programming. I would even sacrifice schoolwork and grades for just a few more hours working on a game or something. I was also really into YouTube, and there was a few great programming-oriented YouTube channels at the time, but I wanted someone relatable and not like a professional, you know? And I am by no means professional, as you will see. I'm not great. I will make loads of mistakes, and I will use lots of ridiculous methods to doing things, and it'll make you good programmers out there go crazy. But I just want to have fun with programming on this channel to get people and I want to get people engaged with it. Every video, I want to have an open discussion with people, kind of work together on projects. I thrive on criticism, so I'd really appreciate constructive criticism. Anyway, this series will be based around my assignments in college. I want to share every single programming assignment I get in my CS course with everyone. Most of them, anyway. Some of them maybe we'll do in labs or whatever, but yeah. You'll definitely see me struggle, so enjoy that. I have been programming for like a few years, kind of on and off, so I'm a little ahead of the content at this early stage in the course. But as I get harder assignments, it'll start to get a bit more interesting. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started on my first assignment. This assignment is in processing. I have to code and animate something made up of different colored primitives, which are basically shapes as far as I know, using either random movement, mouse input, or the built-in frame counter in processing. If anyone doesn't know what processing is, by the way, it's a very simple development environment, and Java can be used to code in it. Great for beginner programmers because it's graphics based, like a lot of the time, and it gives beginners the ability to kind of get some graphics on the screen and get things moving like really fast. And that's pretty encouraging when you start in the program first. It's definitely way more encouraging than jumping into Eclipse straight away and spending like hours trying to get something on the screen that makes sense, because there's a lot of built-in things, kind of shortcuts in processing, and we'll see those in a sec. Here's the assignment in words, in the words of my lecturer. If anyone wants to follow along or do their own thing with it, which I highly recommend because it's just some fun kind of task to do every God knows how long I get my assignments, uh, how often I get my assignments. I mean, so let's get straight into it. All right, so this is processing, and we just have a brand new file here. Right. So yeah, the kind idea I have for this is basically to make a face, like just a simple face with eyes follow the mouse. So there's gonna be two eyes and maybe a mouth, and the pupils are gonna follow the mouse. I think that'd be kind of a funny idea. So I guess we're just gonna get started. Let's just get in here. Um, we're gonna need the setup. One thing I don't like about processing is it doesn't have the same kind of formatting as Eclipse. So like if I see here, if I make a method and say, for example, I do this, I put a, what is this called, parentheses or whatever, those curly brackets in, and then I press enter, it doesn't automatically make the second one for me, which I might be just lazy, but it's just something I kind of grown to like about Eclipse. And also you can't format the text by pressing Control F or Control Shift F, I don't remember which one it is, which is kind of, yeah, well, we'll make do. So we're gonna need a void draw, which is the method that gets called, I don't know how many times a second, maybe like 60 times a second or whatever. That doesn't really matter. Like that doesn't really matter. We don't need that detail in processing, but we will later on when we get into some heavier material. Alright, so we're just gonna need a window, which is as simple as doing like size, like 400, I guess. And we're also gonna set the background to just black for now, so 0. And just like that, we have a window that's black. It's literally that easy in processing. It's great. So in draw, we're gonna do. Let's see. Right, first we're gonna need a few variables, maybe. So just before, this is just like the way I do things. I usually put all my variables before anything. So we're gonna have a width. See, okay, width processing. I can put my width and my height in my size. So I'll show you now. I'm gonna make it a one line as well because I like doing that. I'll make the same as my width, so it's square. But look, I'll show you here. If I do height in there and width in here, and I try to run it, it won't work because I can only use numbers, not variables, for the size command, which kind of sucks. But basically, we're just gonna do it because we're gonna have a lot of these height and widths around. I just want to be able to, if I want to change it later on, I don't want to have it hard coded everywhere. So, okay. I have a bit of a cold as well, so just don't mind the sniffles. And the coughs, sorry. Yeah, so we're gonna need a few more variables, maybe like face size. Or the size of the face. I don't know if we're gonna use that, but like we'll set it like 100 just to have it there for now. Maybe like we're gonna need for like an X and a Y for definite. Set the X to be like just the middle for now, I guess. But we'll add the face size, I guess, or we'll take away the face size from it, just so it's centered perfectly. Face size by 2, so that should be perfectly centered. And also we're gonna need a Y, but I kind of like keeping these in one line when I can, especially if these are double variables. I need like 2 pairs of variables. And we're just gonna set Y to the same, but for height. Minus face size divided by 2. Okay. Wait, yeah, I need to. That's right. Okay. Maybe an X offset and a Y offset. Just if we need to kind of offset things later on. Completely useless for now, but you know, just setting up a little kind of a few some tools for ourselves. And also, I'm gonna want to have 2 eyes, so I'm gonna want a variable to keep the distance between the eyes, because I kind of want to do it. I'm not gonna have any classes or anything here, so I kind of want to just make things. I'm not gonna have any objects, so I'm literally just gonna be using shapes. So I'm just gonna have to separate them with it, like just a variable. And also, I kind of want to have emotion. Very, very basic emotion. So we're just gonna have a boolean that is sad and set to false for now. So maybe depending where the mouse is on the screen, he can be sad or he can be happy or whatever. So we're gonna have sad equals false for now, and maybe like I want to have sad and happy, but also I want to have like a middle ground as well, like just a straight face maybe. Yeah. Straight faced, so that's false for now. Alright, that's pretty much all. Actually, you know, I'm not even gonna need this background thing here because it's gonna be called once and then that won't matter, but I want to clear the screen every draw call as well, so I'm just gonna set it here instead. Alright, next let's get started. I want to get started with my 2 eyes. Real simple, ellipse. We'll set it to X and I'll set it to Y. My variables for now. And then Size. Size. I have a face size, but I don't have an eye size. I just realized that. But I don't really think it'll matter. Let's just set it to something like arbitrary, like 65, 75. So it's kind of like an ellipse, not a circle. Let's just see what this looks like. Oh, okay. That is not. Oh, yeah. I know what's wrong. I know what's wrong here. We didn't use the face size, so it doesn't make any sense. What's that kind of like? Okay, something wrong here. Maybe. Oh, is it plus? I think it's maybe plus. Okay, this is just me being stupid. What have I done wrong here? Let me just get rid of these variables for a sec. Width divided by 2, height divided by 2, and yeah. So I don't know what should I do here. Yeah, that I didn't need that. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was thinking of it. Yeah, I was thinking of it in terms of a square where, like, you need to offset it because it starts from the top left of the square down. With a circle, it starts in the center, obviously. So I can just replace these variables now to back to x and y. And obviously we're going to want two of these. So we are going to add the real simple eye distance to the second one. And just like that, we have two eyes. That is not. Oh, actually, no, I want the eyes a bit smaller. So I'm just going to make it. Yeah, I'm just gonna add an eye size. No, I'm not actually, because it's just it's a bit pointless, you know. We're just gonna use the original 65, 75 thing. See how that looks. One thing I miss from Eclipse as well is you can like move a whole line by pressing Alt and arrows, but you can't do it here. So there's our two eyes. Our eye distance is clearly not enough, so I'll make it like 70 or 80. Yeah, so that looks good. I have two eyeballs. I'm actually gonna set the background not to black, but to like gray, maybe, just so I can see things better. Yeah, I want a bit darker though. It's gonna be a really long video, but it's kind of for people. It's for enthusiasts, you know. So I think people will be interested in watching it no matter what. Now, one thing that I want to do here is fix this, make it centered. So what I have got on here is that this left eye is centered and this one is just offset. So what I kind of want to do instead is, what do I want to do here? I want to do this one minus eye distance, and then this one plus eye distance. Then make the eye distance smaller, obviously. So that's kind of better. I think that's perfect. They're a bit far apart. Maybe I'll change this eye distance to like 40. I'm just thinking of it now. We really don't need this face size thing because I'm not gonna actually have a face. I'm thinking of just eyes and mouth. Just real simple eyes and mouth. I'm just gonna make this a little bit darker. Not that dark, but like 75. Just I don't know. I don't like light gray that much. Okay. Next we're gonna add a mouth. So we're gonna use the arc method. So just plug in some. I'm really bad at like just plugging numbers and for it working out straight away. So I'm just gonna add some random numbers. Blah blah blah, whatever, and then pi. So I have no idea what this is gonna look like. Wow. Really? Oh, I got that perfect first try. There we go, there's our face. I'm gonna adjust it a bit, it's a bit low. So this is the X, this is the Y. I want to make this just a little smaller here. Maybe 270. That is perfect. It's a bit big. I want it to kind of be smaller than the eyes, you know. So maybe actually one other thing I want to do is that this is not centered. So I'm gonna use that offset that I had before. I set to like 40. This Y offset here, so set like 40 or whatever. And I'm gonna just offset all the Y's by the Y offset. So I have kind of control of where. Actually, that's not even necessary. I can just do this. I can set these before the X and the Y. And I can just do this minus Y offset. And everything should be. Oh, I didn't do that right. So here I'm just gonna do minus Y offset. This Y offset. Everything should be perfect. It's way better. Okay. Okay, now this is where the hard part of this program comes into play. I'm gonna make my two eyeballs, which I'm just gonna copy these two commands here, these two methods here. So I'm just gonna make these smaller for one, like 25. I also want to make these kind of ovals. So I'm gonna make them slightly longer than they are wide. Yeah, so you can kind of see how that's working. But I also want to make them black, so I'm gonna fill them in to 0. Can I just do fill 0? Oops. Yeah, I can. Oh, okay, yeah. Hold on. I'm just gonna move this up because it's making the mouth. Oh yeah, okay. So I wanna put this on here as well. Make these white. So yeah, there you go. Now I wanna make these eyeballs a lot smaller. I also wanna disable the debugger because it's just not necessary right now. Yeah, so this is looking pretty good. Now the hard bit is I wanna basically make these eyeballs, these pupils, sorry, move with the mouse. So what I want to do, I want to add mouse X. I'm just going to do it really simple. This is the only way I can think of doing it right now. Add mouse X and mouse Y to the Y. Now you can see we kind of have it, you know. So you wanna kind of fix this. First of all, we don't want it to follow the mouse exactly. So you can see here, like it's literally 1-to-1 following the mouse. The way we can fix this is adding dividing the mouse X. So say, how I can describe this is like that. Every time, if I divide the mouse X by 10, every 10 pixels I move the mouse, the eye will move 1 pixel basically, and that's kind of the way I want to do it. So you can kind of see how that works. It's all kind of a bit offset a bit. You can see like we should be looking left right now. You can see kind of how it works like that. So I also want it to move slightly more on the y-axis than on the x-axis, so I'm just going to change these. So yeah, they move more on the y-axis than they do on the x-axis. Yeah. And also I need to fix the offset. So I want to add like just like a 100 here, maybe. Yeah, so you can kind of see that's working, but like I need to fix this. Just this number here, maybe like 50, not 5,000. Yeah, so I'm just playing around with numbers basically. 25. So I'm gonna see how this is starting to kind of work with this. Alright, so we basically just want to play with numbers. So I'm just kind of trying to figure out, I want to make the eyes kind of center around the mouse. Let me think about this. I want to add this before I go near the mouse. So I want to add kind of all this in brackets just to make sure that there's no mathematical errors here. And add this 25. Now I kind of want to do the same with the Y as well. So here, maybe I'll add, I just want to do the brackets thing again as well. Maybe I'll add around like 80 or something, see what happens. No, I did that wrong. I want to add it before the mouse. I'm just going to add around like 50. Oops. Yeah, add around like 50 to it and see. So I'm just gonna kind of play around with these numbers and get this perfect, and I'll be back. Alright, so yeah, basically I have tweaked the numbers a bit to make these pupils dead center in the middle of the face when the mouse is in the middle of the screen. And as I look around, you can see that it is following the mouse exactly like I wanted. Now, it's a bit weird, like here, the way the pupils kind of leave the face, so I'm going to just fix that a little bit by kind of tweaking these numbers here. I want it to go not so much down the face like that, so as you see, that looks perfect. On the y-axis, it looks perfect. On the x-axis, perfect, but what about the corners? See, look, the corners are a bit weird, so you just kind of tweak the numbers a bit more. That's perfect, and there's problems. There's always problems. Now, actually we want to maybe just make it move less on the y-axis. That'll help. Yeah, that'll do. Perfect. Now, one problem I have with this is that this works fine, but when I go between the eyes, he just kind of looks straight, and I kind of want it to look cross-eyed. I thought that'd be funny, but it won't work with this system. I'm gonna have to make it way more complicated than it needs to be to work, and that's just unnecessary because this is already too much for my first assignment. They wanted me to make a box or something and just make it go around with the mouse, so we'll leave that for now. One thing that I can do now is the emotions. So let's just take the mouth, for example, right? Let's just get this arc here. Now, what we can do with this is we want to basically, we want to make a few if statements. So if sad, this, this, else, this. So we'll copy this. Actually, no, we won't copy it. We'll cut it. We'll put it into there, and we'll put it into there. So now, if he's sad, he'll do this, and if he's not sad, aka if he's happy, or any other emotion he wants, but I think he's just gonna be sad or sappy right now, we're gonna make a different smile. So right now, we're just gonna make it like just differentiate it a little bit. So here, oh yeah, we didn't add anything to sad. So let's just add something here. So if what I want to do is, if the mouse is high on the screen, I'm gonna make him happy. And if it's low, I'm gonna make it sad. So if mouse Y is, and I want to kind of make a boundary in the middle where he can be straight faced. So if y is less than height divided by 2, and here's where the boundary comes in, minus 50. Then make him sad equals false, aka happy. Else if mouse is greater than height plus 50 divided by 2, actually, then he will be sad. So sad equals true. And this actually makes y. And then we're just going to make it separately. If mouse y, if mouse y is greater than height divided by 2 minus 50, and this is the AND operator, so we can do if this and if that true, then do whatever's in the brackets. This is what we want to do. So yeah, if that is true, and if mouse y is less than height divided by 2 plus 50, and again I'm just making the boundary here, so this is kind of like, this bit is like on top of the screen, this is the bottom of the screen, and this is like the middle of the screen basically. Not exactly, well, you know, you get the idea. Straight-faced, yeah, straight-faced equals true, and then again else. Straight-faced equals false. Now let's go and run this and see the problems as always. Yeah, so look, you can see how if it's sad, see the difference. So yeah, there you go. See, you can see the boundary there as well, where here it's like not switching until we get to here, and now it's not switching until we get to here. So you see that's kind of working. Now we want to make the sad face, so we just need to play around with these numbers here, these two here. This is what makes the curve. If he's sad, we want it to be an upside down smile, aka frown, or sad face, whatever you want to call it. So let's just change these numbers here. We'll add a pi, and we'll add, I don't know, like 2 pi here. Let's see how that works. Yeah, so that's good. Now, here's where problems come in with this y offset. Let's just move the y offset. Yeah, perfect, look at that. So, yeah. I want to also fix this too. Fix it back to the middle of the screen. So, that's it, look. Happy, sad, happy, sad, happy, sad. Now, we want to make him a straight face too. So I want to actually change, what is it, stroke? I want to make the lines a bit thicker. I don't know if that worked, did it? Maybe if I add a fill as well. Oh wait, no, it's stroke weight, yeah. Stroke weight, and that's up to 4. Yeah, so you can see that's kind of working, but I don't want it to be that thick. Like 2 would be fine. Now, happy, sad. Now we want straight face as well. So if straight faced, then I guess just a line will do. We want to get rid of all these spaces. We don't need all those spaces. Let's just add a line. Now, one thing that makes it a lot easier. Okay, let me just comment out this line here. We're gonna make just a simple print line. Print line mouse y. Also mouse x. I don't know why I just did mouse y. Mouse x plus just a dash, I guess, plus mouse y. Now if I run this, mouse x is capital X. Now if we run this, you'll see down here in the console we're going to get our x and y coordinates, And that'll make it easier just to kind of position this line. So we want the line to be about there. Actually, no, I can do this mathematically. It's always better to do things mathematically here. So we're just gonna take these two y's. So we're gonna make the x equals to 200 because that's what the other ones are. And we're gonna take this and we're gonna add it to the other one. And then we're gonna get the average, which is the midway point here. So this is the y for this one, this smile, and this is the y for the other one. So we're just gonna add them together and get divided by 2 to get the midpoint for the y. So the line should be directly in the middle right here. So then we're gonna do the second coordinates, which will be the x will be 200. No, the x won't be 200. The x will be how big do I want the smile? I think it's like let's make 300 or something for now. And then again, we're gonna add this y because we want it to be the same y. And then finish it off with a semicolon. And let's see how that worked. Yeah, so you can see how that didn't work at all. Not at all. Yeah, okay, so one problem we have with this is that it's not turning off the faces. So simply we're just gonna do here if sad and not straight faced. God, I can't spell straight faced. It's too late. All right, so we're gonna do this as well. And if else if not straight. Whoops, not straight faced. So now, oh wait, we don't need this double ampersand. Now it will be perfect. This is too big. Where's this? 275 maybe. It was like it's the one we have here. Yeah, just about. Maybe a bit too much. 265. So now you can kind of see that's working. Happy, sad. Happy, sad. Yeah, so that's. I think that's all I want to do. Maybe I can play. Oh, I did say different color primitives in my assignment, so maybe we should add some colors. So let's make the eyes a bit red, maybe like he's high or something. So we can do that by this is the eyes, isn't it? Yeah. Making it really red and adding actually let's make it just a little bit less red. So add like 100 here and 100 there. Yeah. So that's kind of. That's a bit too red, isn't it, though, really? That's a bit too dark. How do I make it light red again? If I make more... I'm actually not sure. Yeah, this kind of... This is a bit too dark, though. Maybe we need to add more red. And, like, make these, like, 200. Yeah, so there we go. Now, we don't want the map to be red. Do we? Maybe we do. No, we don't. Okay. Now, we're gonna make the mouth white, maybe? Maybe like yellow. It should be yellow. Just for laughs. He has yellow teeth, and then make yellow again. That's not yellow. It's not like yellow. I don't remember. I don't remember which colors you mix to make yellow. Oh yeah, it's no, it's red and blue, right? Something like that. 225, 22 or so. You know, that's slightly yellow. That'll do. We want to add it here as well. Yeah. Let me just fix that. Let me run that again. Maybe yellow teeth. And yeah, so that's I think that'll do. That's my first assignment finished. Now, I must mention this assignment isn't due till I think next Friday. So let me get my calendar up here. So this isn't due till the 29th. So if anyone has any comments or anything they think I should fix or if I should add, then maybe you shouldn't tell me because I probably shouldn't get anyone to help me with my assignments. But the comment section's there. So I hope you enjoyed watching me like this. It was probably painful to watch because I was just adjusting numbers. But then again, as I get more interesting assignments and not just silly graphical things where I'm just tweaking numbers, it will get more interesting where I have to sit down with a pen and paper and write out an algorithm for a complex set of instructions, which is the definition of an algorithm. I don't know why I said that, but stay tuned for more.